Hello, greetings. All right, this is a channeling. Thank you for the welcome from the brought to you by the Fifth Dimension. All right, this is the eve of Turkey Day out in Orlando. Then went to Magic Kingdom. I'm worn out. Did channeling three beings. I was going to do an alien channeling. I still am. But right before I did this, or I'm not sure the timing of it, there was a chemical plant situation. As evacuated, 60,000 people were evacuated. So it just happened like maybe an hour ago, something like that. 60,000 people were, I believe it was, or okay, I said 30,000, but depending on where you look, big major. The timing of this is kind of interesting. There's always something that gets unlocked for the holidays, and this is definitely one of them. So staged, however you want to look at it. The energy I got from it was like a cover up, but who knows? Who knows what's going on in the long run, but the timing of it's a little bit funny. Right before the holiday. So we'll do a connection on that and see where we get. Let's see here. Well, not done yet. Give you a slight update. For those who are new to all of this, IamTar.com. We have private sessions. The internet works. Sometime. I have to admit, I've felt a lot of Anunnaki around recently. Oh, the internet is just booming with speed tonight. Well, either way, the shop is 10 days for delivery. We have private session situation here. I have a scheduler and overhead channel and Google Hangout channel on my phone. So shop is around 10 days for delivery. I was going to do something tonight, but so tomorrow I'll be answering questions during the holiday. Same situation here. Other channels of healers I do recommend. Social Network and the Rabbit. Oops. So, all right, thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience. I'm getting there. For catching up, we still get back to a week. Hopefully. So that chemical plant will bring energy in and see what we get from it. It's highly suspicious is what I get from it. So, but gotta watch what you say to see on some of these things. So, all right. Obviously, you want to go live your life as you do and not worry about this type of when it's not affecting you. What you're gonna do. So, gives the mainstream media something to talk about. I'm not sure if they'll even talk about it that much, which is kind of interesting. So if they don't talk about it, cover up. So it's a chemical plant. Who knows what kind of chemical? I mean, who knows? So yeah. Welcome to our reality. See, that chemical plant is part of our matrix, or is creation. So it just little components of manipulations here and there. It depends on how you look at things. So. All right, bringing energy in, and let's see. Archangel Michael's here, or Prime Creator. 1 moment. Greetings, we are the Syrian Alliance. Yes, your planet has been tampered with. This chemical plant is a showing of things to come, a transformation, a change. So whatever you pick up on it, it's all relevant in some shape or form. Or for the most part, that place is like the casualties of your transition. Because basically, you're going to learn more about yourselves. And the old ways of doing things are going to start to break down. Not to say that it's going to break down that chemical plant anytime soon, but shows you're releasing. Yes. Now, an event like that, now everyone's going to have their own opinion of this, but events like that happening around a holiday is a ritual. Now, does the elite have full involvement in it? Not always. But it is, yeah, the circumstances of it are kind of odd. Is connected. So you're never going to really connect to the full truth, so you possibly, some of you might. But as you go through a transition, you're going to see more third dimension energies heal. So as third dimension heals, yes, society starts to not break down, just the old world breaks down. And some are so used to it, like going to the bar and finding no one's there. All our friends are gone because everyone's moved on, evolved. So you're transitioning greatly, as some of you feel. It's going to get stronger with you. Yes, there are dimensions that some of you do visit to make a change here, to help globally. So sometimes you have your average Joe that's usually tinkering with things and then making a hit. So it's also gives you the opportunity to travel into a new vibration. Astral travel is going to get stronger on much of you. You're going to wake up and remember a little bit more, and those that aren't remembering about anything, it's just a dream. Think again. It's a soul journey. It's a soul journey of letting go of other worlds, and then eventually letting go of this one. That's another part of death. Of course, every being is different. It's just that many of you find no comfort in this reality, and we are just to bring comfort into it when the time is right. Some Syrians have worked on it a great deal at great length. Some of it's gone so far, but others have not. Greetings, we have the Orions. I am, yes, Shatara, a cat person. You're not used to this interaction, but cat people are very much part of your evolution as a human. Yes, you've seen our world that we're not always proud of. Well, of course, we are proud of it, but not always of what's occurring with this other system that we have set up. But in this world, you're going to shift, yes, out of the old paradigms. And yes, family members will get angry at each other, but those of you who are open up to more higher dimensional sensory will be able to see why this situation is occurring. Sometimes you need a fight in the family to balance everybody else out around. So maybe you take tests, take on situations you probably shouldn't, but in the long run, it does bring benefit over time. Meaning to just explore the soul. You might not like always what you see, but so both of you are at an evoluted energy where you can just flow with each other's vibrations and pick up things around you. Now, this was, yes, recent situations. So, one moment. So, yes, the pyramids eventually will be reactivated. Some of you might be able to astral travel to this pyramid and to look inside. Of course, there's a Mayan pyramid as many under your oceans, to name a few. So for that, it's just Customer Appreciation Day. Basically, you're transforming. This old Earth, as lovely as it is running out of tests. And so when you go to a fourth dimensional light being, you don't have that contract anymore. So many of you are living through it. And I want to say kicking things out, but kicking a little bit elements, pushing out of your energy field. You're going through a major transition. Through your next year, it's going to be a gradual process. But your internal healing is going to get stronger. Basically, your chakras start to activate even more. And not to be jealous of others, realize many of you have great talents that have not been fully secured at this time. But for the most part, yes, it is safe. So basically, your Earth's going into a new age. Some are holding on to the old Earth idea systems. They're refusing to let go, which makes it a little bit harder for them to heal because they're avoiding time frames. If you have somebody that's avoiding certain times to meets and things like that, there's something else going on. Let's put it that way. Even your, one moment, this certain the certain state of mind of this reality is shifting into basically some of you will create multiple souls as other aspects of yourself, but some of you are actually connecting to them. You might not be realizing now, but you are getting extra help. That help isn't supposed to show itself because your world's not ready, but in due time, basically to help you through relationship situations, help you find your direction, especially with your current work environment. Basically, many have shifted out of the old paradigm once again. The new isn't so clear of where you're heading. But basically, you're making the rules. Now, this other soul that you create, yes, basically, many of you want a wider energy on this world. And it's going to continue occur through scheduling, of course. One moment. So balancing out your time frame here, yes, and also events of your not necessarily Illuminati energies, but also just your human collective is basically everyone is tucked in at night, and then you have a situation event. So it brings people together, whoever it might be, so yes, to kind of a key words, key situation, key events to bring in, like you talk about a certain situation, but also you bring up the alien agendas that are going on at this time too. And they correlate most likely, but everyone has their own opinion, of course. Basically, feline energies are going to get stronger on your planet. You're going to be shifting out of 3D environment, all 4 to come in. 4 is going to get, now some of you are already bringing 4, some of you got 5 and 6, etc. But some of you are getting more adjusted to it. So in this Earth environment, basically, the 3rd dimension is dislocating itself not too fast because society is not into that whole reality just yet. Next 10 years, but even now, you're bringing a flow to timelines. Basically, sometimes timelines stick together like paper, but you're here to break it apart. Sometimes you connect with certain individuals and you pull in timelines from them. So they go through a situation, but then you go through it too in a different way. You're bringing in basically a new way of seeing things, as you say. The soul duplicate, as there many are, is basically that some of you have to do 3rd dimension idea system. You have to live in the 3rd dimension, but 4th dimension has a supervisor for your higher dimensional self that's now is cooperating. Some of you can't talk about funds to keep them kicked off. Sounds funny right now, but money seems to be the great engine on your world. One moment. Anunnaki are around for healing themselves. So it's just a great undertaking. And time with itself is one thing. But space matter is also coming into the Earth, basically shifting the Earth to be more helpful to other worlds. They are helpful now, but as you go into the futuristic adventure situation, some of you are already experiencing it will get stronger with you in this environment. One moment. So basically our message is there's a lot of diversity in the world that has not been fully grasped just yet, but eventually it will be. Greetings to you, says Mother Mary. There's many souls of violence on your planet this time. Basically, souls don't know who they are. That doesn't mean you have to reach out and help them. You are already doing connecting to your energy field. This Earth, yes, is going good. Yes, new Earths are, yes, new Earth idea systems are fine. But there's wise also as you graduate, your school is changing, meaning the classroom you grew up in is no longer there. At least in an angelic sense. So you expand it, some of you took it. There are dystopian realities that some of you are connected to that are healing it. You see it as entertainment, give this entertainment as messed up as that reality is. It's basically part of soul growth. Soul growth is, yes, as your society begins to awaken, soul growth, your attention to that is going to become clear. How to make it comfortable is key. The soul growth to the public is like showing yourself, in a nude, things like that. Some do relate. So why not a special occasion? And that's what this is. A special occasion, fourth, fifth, and higher dimensional energies that you're allowed to connect with. As basically the earth is letting go slowly. So there's going to be jolts, unexpected anomalies like that one of your chemical plant, and more is to come. Yes, it's not always easy, but when you digest it, it will make sense. The pieces are coming together. Sometimes beings are channeled for no reason because there's a hidden operation going on there. We're just basically here to elevate your energies. As yes, the shift is occurring at the time to 2020. It's going to get stronger as you're in it. Maybe sleep more because connect with more of your astral self to calm that one down. There's been a lot of lost energies there because of situations in this world. So we ask, yes, your family call in angels more often. This situation will not occur again with the car situation. Basically, the family is well-to-do in some areas. Is more good to try things out as nothing has changed. So change is key. If through the heart, if you feel like change is necessary for your growth, please do. If not, there are other video platforms you can run into. So basically, you're basically bringing a ball of fire within yourselves. It's more like a healing energy. So blessings to you all. All right. Hopefully some of that was assistance. Basically, we're breaking out of third dimensional mind control system. And obviously there are certain individuals that don't want that out there. So basically, sandwiching it all together. Basically, I have a sandwich, either way. Sandwiches and food and dreams is knowledge. And running, yes, is running away, but sometimes somebody will find you or you'll stop. So running dreams is just fear. There's more to it than that, of course. But basically, your next year is bringing in a new paradigm. This fire with this situation of Disney is to know that Disney kind of made a blessing, but also a mistake buying the company. So basically, it's overconfidence is what's going on over there at the company. So it's it depends on the situation. In his situation, he's not having a good day. He's realizing what he's not picking up on. So basically, you're going into, yes, a new environment altogether. Gradually. So, some of you might get visions of your future, possibly. Why not? It depends on how open you are and how much you want to allow it to come through. Why not? Why not? Blessings. All right. Blessings.